Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is July 13th, 2024 and Barcelona have officially announced Hansi Flick's staff. Also, the club is going to have to make a decision pretty soon in regards to Alex Baye. And finally, Íñigo Martínez does have a clause in his contract which allows him to leave for free. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the Kitbag. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you hit the Bet Us. Both links for Kitbag and Bet Us are down below in the description. Now, I'll begin with this video with the news that FC Barcelona have officially announced Hansi Flick's staff for the 2024-2025 season. And as you can see on your screen, Hansi Flick's staff will be composed of a total of 9 coaches, including him, of course. And Hansi Flick will have 3 assistant coaches, which are the coaches he brought with him to Barcelona, which are Marcus Sorg, Toni Tapalovic, and Heiko Westermann, which I did report about in the past. Then we have Jose Ramon de la Fuente, who will be the goalkeeping coach from last season. Then we have Julio Tos, who will be the head of fitness training. And then we'll have Pepe Conde, Rafa Maldonado, who both will be field fitness coaches. So while Julio Tos will be the head fitness coach, Pepe Conde and Rafa Maldonado will be the field fitness coaches. They will be the people who will be present at the trainings with Hansi Flick. And finally, we have Germán Fernández, who will be the gym and strength fitness coach. Now, as you can see in the picture, one person who is not featuring there is Thiago Alcántara, who, as we know, he has agreed to join Hansi Flick's staff on a temporary basis, only for a few days, maybe a few weeks. However, Hansi Flick is in talks with Thiago Alcántara so he can stay on a more permanent role. Barcelona are keeping this under wraps, so they haven't announced it in this picture, but we do have a lot of pictures that have shown Thiago Alcántara present at training sessions. We do know that, so even though it's not officially confirmed by the club, we do know that Alcántara has been present in Barcelona's training. Now, more news, because Barcelona will have to decide on the future of Alex Baye by August 1st. Now, the left back who just came back from loan from Levante in 2nd Division, his contract expires in the summer of 2025. It's reported that Barcelona have reached an agreement with the player to extend that contract. And in that contract, he would become a first-team player with a 1.2 million euro salary. However, that contract has yet to be signed because Barcelona want to wait for Hansi Flick's official approval. We know that Flick wants to try out Alex Baye in a preseason. He wants to see if he could be a good backup option to Alejandro Balde. However, Barcelona will have to be quick about deciding Alex Baye's future, because starting August 1st, the release clause of the player will drop to 3 million euros. So if Barcelona don't decide soon on signing that contract, he could end up leaving, of course, if another club comes and pays that release clause, which is incredibly low. Now, Alex Baye has been called up to the preseason. He will participate in the US tour, but he's only going to have one audition because there's only one preseason match that Barcelona will participate in before August 1st, which of course will be the match against Manchester United here in the US. So Barcelona will definitely have to decide pretty soon on whether they're going to extend that contract or risk the player leaving for only 3 million euros after August 1st. Now, another player that Barcelona will have to decide his fate soon is that of Íñigo Martínez, because it's reported that if the player is not registered by July 15th, he has a clause in his contract that would allow him to unilaterally terminate his contract and leave the club. Now, I know some of you do not like Íñigo Martínez and might say, well, that's good, let's not register him, let him leave on July 15th. However, the negative side of that is that even though he would leave on his own, Barcelona would still have to cover his entire salary for next season. So technically it would not be for free. He could terminate his contract, leave, and then Barcelona would still have to pay him his entire salary, which of course would be something very costly for Barcelona to pay an entire salary for a player that's not even at the club. Now, Íñigo Martínez's entourage are reporting that the player is not planning to activate that clause. He's very happy in Barcelona. And in fact, they are reporting that Íñigo Martínez has already met with Deco and with Hansi Flick, and they both have told him that he does have an important role in the first team next season. He will, of course, be the first in line, the first sub, if you want to call it that, right behind Araujo and Cubarsí. So Íñigo Martínez is happy in Barcelona. He's been told that he will have an important role, so he's not planning on activating that clause that would allow him to leave the club while the club pay him his entire salary. Now, we will end today's video by talking about João Felix, because it's reported that the player is growing more and more pessimistic about his chances of staying in Barcelona. Now, João Felix would, of course, rather stay in Barcelona. He's made that very clear. Barcelona would not mind keeping him, but only on a simple loan. No option or obligations to buy, no loan fee, none of that. They only want a simple loan, just like last season. And Felix's entourage are reportedly growing more and more pessimistic because they see how he's not a priority signing for Barcelona. They see how Joan Laporta is now obsessed with signing Nico Williams. And they also see that Barcelona are not willing to pay a signing fee or a loan fee or a permanent transfer. And as such, they're growing more and more pessimistic on the chances of João Felix staying in Barcelona. And of course, at the same time, they are negotiating with Benfica, so it's looking more and more likely that the player could end up in Benfica because he doesn't want to wait until the last day of the transfer market to see if he can come to Barcelona. And since he's seen his chances getting smaller and smaller of staying in Barcelona, he most likely will agree to a deal with Benfica. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. I uploaded a video a few minutes ago. Make sure to check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, Visca Barça.